all truth is God's truth. And at Spring Arbor University, you'll be able to study the Bible within the context of a liberal arts education. That means that we give you solid instruction in how to interpret Scripture in a way that is faithful to its original context, but also in a way that connects with your questions, your interests, and those of the world around us. So the complexity that we face today is huge, and yet we can have every hope and confidence that God gives us direction in the process.
For the biblical and theological studies, you can focus on either biblical studies or theological studies, or you can combine both of them to have a biblical and theological studies concentration. Yeah.
I think part of what's special and unique and what students can expect about the program is something that's actually etched in our clock tower. If you come and visit our campus, we have these 4 legs on our clock tower. That are the 4 ways that we know God: Scripture, tradition, reason, and experience. And I think what pervades our program are those foundational pillars. So whichever major you do with the Department of Theology, you're going to get a grounding in the sacred text, a grounding in Scripture. You're going to understand the Christian tradition. We aren't the first Christians to walk this planet. There have been many Christians who walked this planet and wrestled with the big questions and tried to figure out what the texts mean over two millennia. So a deep grounding in what is the tradition, what is the Christian faith, what have Christians wrestled with. That's an essential part of our curriculum. God gave us minds, and He means for us to use them. So the 3rd leg is reason. So learning how to think well about the world, to think well about God, and our place in the world. That's an important aspect. And the final that leg is the experience leg, to actually go out and to do it. Our majors involve internships where students go out in the real world and do real ministry. So to put what you've learned on campus, if you will, into practice. So those 4 legs, the scriptural foundation, the tradition, the reason, and the experience, I think are what's really special and impactful and powerful about our programs in the Department of Theology.